Hello, everyone. I'll be getting started in just a couple minutes now. All right, let's get going or get started. Let's see. Let's see here. trying to set up the chat overlay real fast if I'm able to. I do not see exactly where that is at the moment, but I did notice it the other day. Though, I guess it's not that important, but it would be nice to be able to both talk to you all as well as to see what you're actually posting as well on my screen. Third-party overlays. That's probably not the right one exactly. Alright, everyone. I do not currently have access to my chat window, but I will actually change it to a windowed view for this game so that I can see it easier. Let's see here. Not quite enough. That should be enough to see at least the chat. Sound doesn't work in the background at the moment. Okay. There's some new emotes now that go with the new photo mode. Yeah, I do like having my character have the blue hair, so that's the main reason why I have this hair color. Alright. My plan at the moment is to grind for a few hours in Ginormosia. They'll be online during this time with an open room that will have a password. So people can join in as long as they're following my game. So I believe the new feature is in the West Dry Ridge Desert. There should be a quest there somewhere. And we will have a password, a keyword and of 2WE and then all ones for the password. We'll definitely mix it up a bit in the future for sure, depending on how common this channel gets, but regardless. Yeah, I don't think I want my screen to be this particular resolution, but I'll try another one. Let's see, 2560 was alright for the side to side. So probably 2520. Alright. It's not working the best for me today. Though I'd have to say I will have to check into how to have a chat overlay on my screen in the near future. Right now I'm not doing that yet. So yeah, anyone would be able to join my server and enter those passwords, and then and whether I'm grinding or not, they will be able to join into the active world in Ginormosia once I'm done picking up the flowers and everything. There's a faster way to pick up flowers for me, but regardless, I did not use it yet, so I decided to just start the stream and start the multiplayer session for now. The wide view is not available in this area yet. I wonder if it works, if I change the setting, or if it just isn't available yet on this update. Unless it's the camera mode. It's the new photo mode here. Take a picture with control. Ah, I can see my whole area when I do this. But let's see, camera controls. Base camp. Far. That's what I want. Awesome. So now I can see everything in my base camp, which is pretty cool. But yeah, now I see the issue with my little setup here. It's not the easiest to find all the flowers as it currently stands. I wonder if I make it like a waterfall on each side, if it will not spawn in flowers on the sides. So yeah, I've not been that active lately in this game, so it won't have a lot of flowers, but regardless, it is a fairly advanced world in terms of progress. So there's definitely a lot here that you may not have unlocked yet if you also own the game, unless of course you are one of the players that have played it for a while like me, or a few of the people who I've played the game with so far. Yeah, now there's a formation option here, which will let you remove players from your party or change your party around. There's end party as an option, which is normal. Then there's photo mode that's available now. And then now I'm gonna head out. First, we're gonna try to get that quest done if it lets me do it in multiplayer. If not, I'll turn off multiplayer and go back and do that, and then I'll come back. Actually, it's very likely it will not let you do it multiplayer, but yeah. Most likely won't. Let's check to see what has spawned up here first before I leave multiplayer. See, there's two merchants, one over there and one up here. Yeah, better do this in single player first. That makes more sense. So that's the new quest over here. Pride of the Mount. Oh, let's see if there's any special spawns for the ones I was looking for earlier. There's 3 possible spawn locations, like one that's by this Worm Maw Cave, one special one that's up here at the top of the volcano, in the Motana Wastes, and then one that's over here by the Scorch Rock Mountain area. Those are not currently spawned as special, but yeah, I'll do this quest next. And then of course I'll reopen that room again in just a second. Or just a minute, yeah. Oh, the snake here. Manzur Cobra. Seems like you're a riding, ain't ya? Hey there, pal. Seems like you're a riding, ain't ya? On your mount, M-O-U-N-T. But seems like you don't have it down pat just yet. Anyone could see that. Say what? 'Cause I'm a pro mount, see? Once I traveled across Riveria with the finest companion, hee hee. How about it then? Maybe I oughta give ya the how to handle your mount 101? If you can bring 100% out of your mount, you'll get an even more efficient performance from him. Furthermore, you'll be able to glide up them cliffs in no time. Uh-huh. So you want to learn from the best? He wants 30 hash nuts, which I have enough of, so I'll accept his quest. It's a level 10 quest, apparently, so it's very easy to get. And I'm gonna... Oh, you have to pay him the 30. Okay, that's the quest. Well then, let's get cracking on the learning for ya. First, let's look at your riding posture. Back straight, deep breath, tighten that grip, and of course, you gotta give them a good, gentle pat. Who's a good whittled mount? Yes, you are. Yikes. Everything else you need to know is right here. So give it a good once over, will ya? Ah, finally, some peace of mind. The other day, a black-hooded bear was chasing me 'cause he wanted the pride of the mount. Anyway, even if 30 hash nuts was a steal, I'm lucky I got someone to pay it. Huh? It's nothing? Well, then, bye. Bye-bye. Pride of the Mount. Quest complete. Your mount handling has improved. You can now climb ledges with a mount. While riding a mount, face a ledge and jump by pressing the spacebar to climb it without dismounting. You can also double jump now. While jumping, press spacebar to jump once more in the air. And apparently one of the other changes was that now the dashing speed is a bit faster. So yeah, this is my mount now. And I can climb the hill with it. That's crazy. But it does mean we'll get to our destinations a bit faster. I'm guessing it still can't swim. Yep. Mount can't swim still. So you lose your momentum when you're double jumping. It feels like, or at least some of the momentum. Yeah, definitely slows down a bit when you're double jumping. But now I can skip sections of the map when I'm jumping around like this. Okay. Yeah, sorry if the music pauses every so often. I have not mastered the chat overlay yet. Assuming it exists in this setup that I have. But yeah, taking every opportunity to increase your area points is the sure way to increase your area points fairly quickly. Pretty soon I will probably add in some online players that are not from my friend groups, but regardless, initially I will just be questing around by myself for a bit in multiplayer, of course, just to give you all some opportunities to join in first before I do it multiplayer with people who we don't know, essentially. Oh yeah, this is a new formation menu. Choose which buddies you want to bring onto your adventure next time you set out. So right away now I can just change my buddies right here. Okay. I guess until all the people show up, maybe I should have it open for anyone. I don't know. Alright. So the first tip I have would be that if there's a zone you want to quickly grind up, and you have good skill for like like wood chopping, mining, and fishing. You can go around and get as much of the fish and wood chopping nodes as you're able to, um, and as fast as you're able to. And then of course when you're doing multiplayer, that will magnify how fast you gain area points with each new person added to the party. And I noticed that the nodes appear to respawn after time, or at least if you go far enough away from the zone. I don't know how fast it happens, but they do appear to respawn. But fish are available to be fished up 3 times in a row. Like one fish node has 3 fish spawns. So yeah, it'd be about maybe an hour or 2 per zone if you're by yourself to get to rank 7, I would guess. But otherwise, it'd be actually probably about 2 hours per zone to get rank 7 by yourself. But be a bit faster if you have more people. Though there's no guarantee it'll be that fast because it just depends on, I guess, your luck with like monster spawns, as well as with whether the people in your group will do what you are asking or what you recommend. So it can definitely vary. The results will definitely vary. But yeah, by myself it is definitely slow. So maybe 3 or 4 hours, I don't really know. So yeah, if the group doesn't really take off, or if the stream doesn't take off at all in the next maybe hour and a half or 2 hours, I guess, I will consider just starting up again when more people are online and available to play. Since I do have a group of people who like to log on closer to 11 p.m. my time. Though that was not usually within a stream that I did, but regardless, they'd be available from time to time around then. guess if we do have a lot of players in the group, the bosses can be an efficient way of getting area points. But I would say that it probably is more efficient or effective to grind the like the gathering nodes, like the fish, the vegetables, the rocks, and the trees. Because each of those give 180 experience, while the bosses tend to only give about 300, which is not anywhere near as quick as getting one of these mining nodes, or at least two of them, really, because that would be what you would need for to make up for the one boss. Yeah, this definitely is an example of something that will likely give less rep than the other things. Yeah, 300, just like I said. Then again, that one was fairly low level, so it wasn't too bad. The higher level bosses, or ones that aren't fish, tend to take a little longer to defeat. At least unless I swap my weapon to its weakness type. Like shadow is, or darkness is the weakness to light, and it's also the strength against light. And well, there are all sorts of other ones too. Like I think water counters fire. Fire, I believe, counters earth or plant, I guess. And then the plant counters wind, and the wind counters water, I believe. These two should give about 60 rep each, which is still less than a single mining node, but if they're quick to kill, it's not really a waste of time, I feel like. If it takes a couple seconds to kill, then, well, things like that, that small Hanwha stone, definitely do give more area reputation per stone. Instead of doing two of the big mines, you'd have to do more like one or two instead of about 3 of them or whatever. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna head to that next fish over here. Though I think the clusters of fish and clusters of mines are definitely the faster method, or the more effective method of getting the area points, but it does all add up in the end. Like if I have two fishing nodes, I can swap between each one, and then it'd be like the 6 fish in a row instead of a wait between each one. Plus, if you're in a cave, which this zone doesn't actually have a cave, you can also reset the cave, even in single player and multiplayer, which lets you basically clear the cave more than once, fairly quickly. So if you have 3 people working on a single cave, basically each person can run through it and clear a different portion of the cave, and then when they all come back together, they can leave the cave and then re-enter and do the same thing over again. I mean, repeated, basically. The same thing repeated. I look around as well to see whether or not there is a node nearby that I want to run to according to the minimap. So if it's close enough that I can tell where it is, then I don't have to waste time looking for the next one, essentially. Like after the catch, or after the gather. I thought there was a third one. Maybe I did the 3, but yeah. Either way. course, one benefit of doing like legendary spawns when they happen is that sometimes they give 1,000 area points for the zone that they're in. That can also speed up the grind towards 150k area points. But yeah, 150k divided by 180. Well, that's achievable. It takes a while, but it's achievable. Though from rank 6 that requires 20k to rank 7 that's 150k, that's still only 130k more points, but it will definitely take a while. Yeah, fire's hot. It doesn't kill you when you're in this map when you are not in combat with someone, but yeah, those sharks definitely took my last hit of life out. Or did the last hit on me, yeah. But yeah, every 10 of these nodes would be 1,800 reputation. 100 would be 18,000. Well, eventually you would reach rank 7, but it does take a little while. Regardless, it does increase fairly quickly. I think the best way to count it is in 18Ks rather than in pure numbers of nodes. But yeah, the time to do it would be cut in half with one other player, be in a third with 3 players, a quarter with 4. So it definitely can go a lot faster if we share the burden, essentially. I guess I'll go for the trees back here. Yeah, this game is actually quite enjoyable to play with a group of people that you can talk with, or you can hang out with, essentially. So yeah, once we get some more players in here, it becomes quite a bit more fun to work through the game with each other and see how far we can get in the different content that's currently available, or different sets of content. There will definitely be more streams of this. There definitely will be more streams of this once the DLC is out, but until the DLC is out, there'll be occasional streams of essentially just grinding for more area points for the different zones. But yeah, if it's at events like this thing with this triple exclamation point icon, then you get the 180 points per tree, but then you also get a bonus for doing the event. So the events are definitely worth doing as you come across them. Plus, once you get enough points up on top, you can spawn a legendary somewhere in the Ginormosia map. Though the bonus is not always that great, so it's still worthwhile to just focus on maybe the area challenge that is for like the trees and stuff, as opposed to any other mobs. Or at least any of the other gathering nodes, like the fish, the mines, the trees, and of course the vegetables that are in the one zone. The vegetables are actually the reason why, because they all spawned in the same location repeatedly, that's the reason why I was able to quickly reach rank 7 in that particular zone. The rest of the zones are quite a ways away from completion, but they will begin there eventually. Whether it be before the patch, or, I mean, before the DLC or after the DLC. Of course, DLC is downloadable content in case you aren't that much into games, but in that case, why would you be watching the stream, right? Necessarily? Yeah. Still a really fun game, regardless. Over there must be a spider events challenge, maybe? Oh, it's further away. But it's still a monster. So now I can do this. So it's when you're right next to the mountain that lets you climb it. That's interesting. So it's not a jump at the mountain, it's a use the jump button to start climbing the mountain on the mount. So you can't go other directions while climbing with the mount. Though that's half expected, I just was trying to see whether anything else was possible regardless. That's kind of strange to look at. Each of these fish have another shadow within the fish right now. That doesn't line up to the fish itself. I hope that's a glitch and not just a feature that I failed to notice until now, but regardless, it looks really strange. Makes the game look a bit more blurry. Almost as if they added a filter to make things require less graphics, but it wasn't perfect. But yeah, as I said in the last stream, there will definitely be other games that I'll be playing with anyone who wants to join me. And, well, that'll include just about anything that I guess interests me at least a little bit, and would get people to join me at least. I will say I'm not that much into horror games, though. Who knows what the future will bring? But regardless, if I have more people around that want me to play certain types of games in the future, I may consider playing what they request I play. Though, it'll depend on how much I have to pay for it, or whether it's free, because free is easier to stomach if it's a game type that I don't like, honestly. Alright, got up from, after a couple sessions in this zone, I got up from 20k to 50k area points. It'll still take a while more to reach 150k, but regardless, it will happen. It's just it depend on how long and how many people decide to join me with these. I'll probably have to change the name to Area Point Grinding or something instead of the 2WE eventually if I want to add players to the group, but I mean other human players to the group that are not part of our community, but regardless. It'll make it the grind a bit faster, even if it's not optimal in terms of having people that are not on microphone with us and not actively doing the same thing that we're trying to do. But regardless, even if it's a zone I'm already rank 7 in, I will help the other people in the group out with reaching their goals. Because just because the current maximum is rank 7 doesn't mean that in a future update they won't add yet another tier of area ranks. I kind of doubt that's going to happen, but it could. Or they could also replace it with another system, and the area points may actually carry on, but it's hard to tell. It'll just depend on whether or not level 5 decides that that's what they want to do with this game. Level 5 is the company that made this game. They make all sorts of pretty cool games. That are of similar cartoony styles. So yeah, at the end of this hour, I'll probably end streaming this particular game, unless, of course, some people do show up. It's not as easy to grind solo or even in a multiplayer group with randoms if you don't have the social interactions of like talking or having conversations throughout the process. Though occasionally I will definitely check back with the chat and perhaps the posts people make to see if there's anything interesting that they say about my streams, or whether or not there are tips I could adopt to improve my my stream quality. Though until then, I'll take this one step at a time. I can't get this fish. Oh, that angle? guess the stream has gone on for about an hour now already, so it's about fine to stop pretty soon regardless. I just see if there's anything I want to do before I stop this portion of the stream, and then we can see if there's another game that we can enjoy for the next bit of time today. I am not very experienced with streaming yet, and I have quite a few interests besides this game. Yeah, 150k is the amount you need for rank 7. So yeah, 68k here at West Great Gut Plains. Those only we're just working on was West Dry Ridge Desert, which is at now 54k. And for now, the zone is pretty much clear besides about these 3 fish shadows. I guess 4 fish shadows since this one says ×2. But, oh, 5. Regardless, I will be back with another game shortly. I will have longer streams in the future when we do have more interaction. It's just for now, I am just getting the streams in order to experience it. The regular schedule won't be starting until I feel a bit more confident with my streaming abilities, honestly. Like having maybe a chat overlay on my screen, maybe having some mods. Essentially, having a more well thought out channel. One thing I'd love to try to do is to have a like a VTuber type profile, but that might work best further in the future when I have more money or, of course, a lot more experience with streaming. Let alone getting a capture card eventually. And also, I guess getting monetized eventually if I go that route. That'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna head over to this node over here that is different than the other ones. Since it's already active essentially. But yeah, this is essentially a multiplayer stream, even if I have no other players in here, because I am online. I just have a password and keyword enabled, so randoms are not joining me at the moment. If I got rid of the password, I would definitely get more people in here, but that depends on a few factors, of course, as usual. Okay. I think that's a good end for this stream, now that it's been a little bit over an hour. We'll also do a bit of Treasure Grove grinding as well in the future. Though that might be more solo based, since I like to kill every monster, mine every node, everything like that, basically just to try to max out my my lives in this game. Like the paladin, mercenary, miner, artist, carpenter, all those things are maxed out already in terms of level. But yeah, before we end, I believe there were new recipes in the Tropica Islands. I'll see if those are currently there. And see what kind of requirements they have to craft them. I mean, for crafting. I believe they said that they were I don't know where they said they would be, but regardless, in the Tropica Islands, and oh, the ship is here. So it might be the other vendor over here? Tool shop? Not there. Unless you buy them from this guy, but that doesn't make sense. It could be from the armory. Nope, not the armory. I'll go to the semi-secret vendor over here, which is kind of funny that they call him a secret vendor because he's just out on an island by himself, but regardless, it does show up on the map over here. So yeah, I could either ride my mount or I could teleport to a nearby location. I'll take the outer route past the Iron Turtle. I think this definitely feels a bit faster now, the mount. They did say that it was supposed to be faster, but yeah. It does feel faster. Kinda cool. That's faster than I thought it would be. So up 2 islands on the left side. And then there it is. Okay. Yep, these are the new recipes. Sky blue bed, sky blue sofa, and all these things. These are the brand new ones that they added. And of course I'll buy them all since they only cost gold. I guess it's Dosh in this game, is what they call the currency. Cool. Now I can craft those for my island, and see why they call them sky blue. Though I'll do that later, next stream most likely. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you for coming. And if you like my stream, feel free to like it and subscribe. I will be doing more streams like this in the future, even if I do not currently have the stream history to back it up. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Bye.